Welcome, sons and daughters of Odin. I am the Lord of the Runes. So, here we are, another day, another rune reading. We'll see what the weird has to offer today. My dog's out there destroying something again. His name is Thor. So, okay, I've got something here. I wonder what it is. This is Othala. This means hearth, kin, family. Haven't got this before on one of these readings, so that's good that something new has come up. Now, this can mean a lot of different things, So when it comes up, it signifies that there's not necessarily bad energy, but there's energy of movement within the home, the hearth, the family base. There's, I wouldn't say a myth, but there's something that's, this rune has popped up and said, look, you need to actually pay attention to what is going on in the home front. And not just the home front, but with ourselves and with who we are and who we identify with as a race, as a culture, as a group. We live on a pretty diverse planet where there's different cultures, different racial groups, different groups in general. Lots of people like to group together to feel like they belong somewhere. That's a common need for human beings, to be part of a collective, to feel wanted, to feel like they belong to something, to not be alone. So this is a pretty broad rune in terms of who you are at home, but also who you are within yourself and what your identity is, who you identify as. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of identity politics. That's not what this is about. This is about who you are as a person, what makes you you, and how you interact within certain groups, family groups, social groups, whatever it may be. So what I'm getting from this rune, the energy abounds at the moment. A lot of people are questioning who they are, where they belong. Where do they come from? So these are the questions that come up from this rune. Who am I? Where do I come from? Why am I here? What is my purpose in life? Those are all very simple but significant questions to ask oneself. And they're important questions to ask. A lot of people go through life and they're afraid to ask those questions, let alone answer them. So, yeah, when it comes up, it's indicating to whoever draws it that there's movement within your personality, within your identity, within the realms of who you are, who you want to be, who you think you are, and who you think you want to be. And it all starts at the home. Who are you when you're at home, when no one else is around, or you're with people that you're comfortable with, your family, your kids, your partner? Who are you really when you're with those people? But also, who are you when you're alone? What are the aspects? What are the sides to yourself that you don't show anyone else? Where do you feel most comfortable? With who do you feel most comfortable? Lots and lots of questions arise from this rune. And it's not always about family and kin and community and that sort of thing, where you belong. It's about where you want to be. And getting back to family, yes, we don't choose our family, unfortunately, in a lot of cases. So it's also about identifying with people that you admire. For instance, I admire Nelson Mandela, and I'm clearly not related to him. So that's like someone that you admire, that you identify with, you share their values and their beliefs and you admire them. And it's about aspiring to be like those people, to share their qualities, to espouse their qualities, to demonstrate their qualities, to define who you really are. When people like Nelson Mandela inspired, he's inspired millions of people, he inspired a whole country and all over the world. When people like him inspire others, they seek to better themselves as a result, to be more like this person. And that's a rare gift, to be able to inspire that many people to change. And when you feel that inspiration, really draw on the energy of Othala. Who do you want to be? Who are you really? And a lot of people actually find out who they are through genealogy, for instance. My father, for instance, he researched our family tree, the Bartlett family tree, and found that it goes all the way back to past William the Conqueror to Charlemagne. One of my relatives was Charlemagne's nephew, Barthelot. That's where my surname comes from. And another relative of mine, Adam Barthelot, was a knight with William the Conqueror that invaded England. And a lot of the Normans, where Normandy was set up, Normandy was actually set up by the Vikings. So I have those connections, and hence why I'm doing what I do now, what I'm doing right here. That's helped me find out at least a part of who I am, where I've come from and where I'm going. I'm using that familial blood connection to really fuel where I want to go in life with these runes, with these readings. And that's a powerful thing. When you discover your roots, where you've come from, that's inspiring. You're inspired by your own family, your own ancestors, your own blood. That's the most powerful inspiration you can get, really, or one of the most powerful forms of inspiration, sources of inspiration. So yeah, Othala. Who are you? Who do you want to be? And on that note, may your journey be blessed.